Why are the Hispanics boo-hooing and complaining, tearing up our cities, setting shit on fire about the ICE raids? Trump told us he was going to do this. He told you he was going to do this. And you guys voted for him anyway. My name is Shanda, and welcome to In the Deep End. Immigrants from Mexico are rapists, criminals, murderers, and drug dealers. That's what Trump said in 2015 when he first set foot on the political stage, coming down the escalator. He had probably thought about saying this all night. He made it very clear to you where his stance was and how he felt about you. Since then, it has been a barrage of attacks on the Latino community. Now, this is back in 2015 this started, okay? And for some deranged reason, the Hispanic people have turned a blind eye to all of the insults toward the Latino community, and not to mention the threats. I don't know. Did they think that he wasn't talking about them? Or since they're such hard workers, they say, surely he's not talking about me? Or, no, he means just the criminals. Quick sidebar. Over 49% of the detainees that ICE have arrested have no criminal record. No criminal record at all. It has been made very clear to all of us that if you're not white, you're a criminal, you're a thief, you're a drug dealer, and you're an unaliver. And you know, some people would say, Shanda, that's crazy talk. And to those people, I would say, have you not been listening? Have you forgotten everything that we've seen and heard over the past 10 or so years directly out of Trump's mouth? Did you guys forget that in 2018, he implemented the zero tolerance separation policy targeted at immigrants, where he separated children from parents, where they pulled suckling babies from their mother's breast, put the mother in one camp and the baby in the other? Were you guys not watching? Quick side note. The Washington Post reported Trump is currently in the process of reopening those detention camps, and not only reopening them, but expanding them, because he has every intention on filling them up with tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of immigrants waiting to be deported to their respective countries. Did you guys forget that in a rally in New Hampshire during his campaign, he said that migrants are poisoning the blood of our country. They are ruining the fabric of our country, and I'm gonna stop it. That's what he said. He didn't say criminals, he said migrants. Quick sidebar. Hitler used poisoning of the blood. He used those terms throughout his manifesto, Mein Kampf. If that's not scary, I don't know what is. Are you guys not listening? Are you guys not watching? Did you guys forget that in 2015 and 2018, Trump called all immigrants from South America rapists, murderers, drug dealers, gang members, and criminals. Those are his favorite terms when talking about someone non-white, by the way. I'm sure most of you or some of you have noticed that. Anybody named Gonzalez, Flores, Ramirez, Campos, Luna, etc. This is what he thinks about you, even if you were born right here on American soil. Did you forget that in June 2018, Trump referred to immigrants as vermin, saying they will infest our country? Sidebar, the definition of infest is in large number, to cause damage or disease. That's what he thinks about you guys. Like, when you think about infestation, you think about roaches, bed bugs, termites, things like that. And what is your first order of business is to get rid of them. So think about that. Trump has referred to you as a roach, a bed bug, a termite that needs to be exterminated. And he made it very clear he was going to do that. Isn't that disturbing? Doesn't that disturb you? Did you guys forget that in 2015, he told reporter Jorge Ramos, sit down, go back to Univision. Sidebar, he said that because he was like, I don't care about your opinion. Your opinion is not relevant here. Your opinion does not matter. And in fact, you don't belong here anyway. Go back to where your folks are. Because he feels Hispanics and others have no business in white business. Did you guys forget that Trump offered to pay for the slain soldier's funeral? I believe her name was Vanessa Gillen, I think. She was the soldier, God rest her soul, that was slain at Fort Hood. Trump, which was a nice gesture, called her family and said that he would pay for her services. When the bill came, it was $60,000, and it was reported that Trump told his chief of staff, it doesn't cost $60,000 to bury a fucking Mexican. Quick sidebar, Vanessa's sister voted for Trump. Did you guys forget that in 2018, Trump sent out Cinco or Happy, excuse me, a Happy Cinco de Mayo tweet with him sitting there eating a taco bowl, and said the best taco bowls are made at the Trump Tower Grill. I love the Hispanics. Quick sidebar. The chef who works and cooks at the Trump Tower Grill is a big old white guy by the name of Chris Devine. But he loves those Hispanics though. Did you forget that at one of Trump's rallies in 2004 in Wisconsin, he told the crowd that immigrants make our criminals look like babies? These are stone cold killers. They will walk into your kitchen and they will slit your throat. He also said at that same rally that he will liberate our nation from migrant murderers, rapists, hoodlums, drug dealers, thugs, and vicious gang members. Quick sidebar. And if you're not one of those things, he's going to make you one of those things. We are currently witnessing a situation right now where this Hispanic American guy was wrongfully detained, sent to a prison in, what is it, El Salvador or something like that. They put that he was a gang member on him. They said they had evidence that he was a gang member. Absolutely no evidence like that exists. So if you're not those things, the fact that you're brown, he's going to make you those things. But you guys aren't alone. Trump, like Family Guy, is an equal opportunity racist. He publicly offends every race of people except for white ones. In 2015, Trump mocked a disabled reporter with these contorted face gestures and gross hand movements. He thought it was funny. And you know what? So did his supporting crowd. In 2019, he called Senator Warren Pocahontas and made some kind of reference to the Trail of Tears. And for those of you who don't know, that happened back in the early 1900s or late 1800s. I'm not certain about the year, but it was the migration of Indian tribes to their new land that they acquired in the agreement with white soldiers. So we all know how that turned out. But anyway, I digress. In 2018, Trump called African countries shithole countries. He said, why do we have to have so many migrants from these countries? How come we can't have migrants from Norway? So, quick sidebar. That's why we're seeing Trump invite these white Africans into our country and offer them expedited citizenship. Don't be surprised if we don't see more of that from more white countries. He wants to get rid of the blacks and browns and bring in the whites. That's just my opinion on the matter. In 2017, Trump called black NFL players sons of bitches for simply exercising their right to protest by kneeling when the national anthem was being played. In 2017, Trump said all Haitians that are migrating to America are infected with AIDS and are going to infect the American people. His fear-mongering is on another level. In 2019, he called the COVID virus the Kung flu because he believed the virus was generated in China. Although at that time, we had no evidence to confirm that that is where the virus had been generated or where it came from. He gets a little bug in his ear, and if it has anything to do with someone non-white, he's going to make some sort of a racial comment about it. In 2024, Trump doubled down on the ridiculous statement that in Springfield, Ohio, the Haitians were eating the dogs and cats, the pets of the Springfield, Ohio residents. He caused a lot of hate and violence against the Haitians of Springfield. He calls black women low IQ, dumb. He tries to relegate them to menial position activities when in fact they hold notable positions. He also makes any position that is held by Black women or Black men automatically tries to diminish their role, no matter how powerful or how influential, to a DEI candidate. Completely diminishing and degrading their education, their hard work, their accomplishments that got them in the position that they hold at this present time. You guys are not alone in this. At this present moment, he dislikes all of us. This administration's mantra is dehumanize, brutalize, animalize, and degrade the blacks and browns of America. Right now, it just happens to be your turn. He told you he was going to do this. Why didn't you speak up at the ballot box? I want to thank you guys for tuning in again. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.